welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. And if today is your first time on this channel, you are welcome. We are so happy to have you here. And my name's Joy. On this channel, we'll be bringing to you latest news and gist. And if you'd like to see more videos from this channel, do go ahead and click on that red button down below that is subscribing, and turn on that bell notification so you'll be notified anytime we upload videos. You will be the first to hear Bagam and you come and enjoy it. Oh my god. So in this particular video, I am going to be watching with you. So with that being said, let's get into the video.
And for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will put their ego and the hatred and envy aside, and let us pursue this goal. We are going to be very successful. Let me tell you, the Fulanis don't know law. They don't respect law. Fulani don't respect law. Why we are mentioning Fulani is because Fulani, the nomadic people, have been in control of the Nigeria state, and that is the reason why Nigeria is in this mess. So Nigeria, Fulani don't respect law. They made law, they have constitution, they don't respect it. They don't value it. In fact, if you are hoping on Nigeria state to respect the law without speaking in the language they understand, you are not telling yourself the truth. I want you to agree on one thing. Even if you don't believe what I'm saying, you must agree one thing. One thing you must agree on is that Fulani don't respect law. Okay? That is language they understand. Fulani understand violence. Now, we are not even going to violence. I'm not here to preach violence. But remember that revolution does not come with a pancake. Okay? But we are not yet into that part or that kind of revolution. But the revolution we are into now is to, first of all, we have to start attacking the revenue. How they generate internal revenue. You see, what we are fighting is for our freedom, and we have to apply every strategy to get, to get to the government. We have succeeded in implementing the sit-at-home. We have succeeded, and the sit-at-home every Monday is going very well, and we want to see more compliance in the sit-at-home. It is called the civil disobedience. Now, one thing you have to know is that I want everybody to forget all these things you read every day. Forget it. Let us fight without looking back. Let us support our leader without looking back. Let us support everything that will make the government to start talking and negotiating the release of our leader and other people they hold captive without trial. That will only be possible when we begin to freeze the revenues of this government. It is, some time. Some people don't understand what you mean. When you say sanction, you don't understand what economic sanction does to nations that have abused human rights, that have committed atrocities and crime against humanity. So we are going to impose sanctions on the government and the officials. First of all, you as a person, you are not benefiting anything from Nigeria state. Okay? So you have nothing to lose. So what we are going to do is that we are going to impose economic sanctions by ourselves on this government. How do we do that? How do we impose economic sanction? The economic sanction is that we are going to ground every internally generated revenue in entire Biafra land. And I will tell you in the evening how effective that will be. Once we impose economic sanction and enforce economic sanction, we have to take responsibility and enforce it. We are going to enforce that economic sanction. And once that is done, we will now watch and see how it goes. Believe me, I'll give you 2 weeks. 2 weeks of economic sanction against Biafra state, we are done. Believe me, 2 weeks of economic sanction. So in the evening, I'm going to explain to you how these sanctions, how we are going to enforce and impose this economic sanction on Biafra state. Remember, we are targeting, for now, we are targeting the internally generated revenue. Our target is the internally generated revenue. I want you to make a research. For those of you who say Nigeria depends on oil, we agree. Nigeria is oil country. The state depend on money coming from Abuja. We agree. But let me also tell you, no state in Nigeria will survive just with the oil money they are getting from Abuja. They also survive by the internally generated revenue. If you don't know how much your state, if you don't know how much your state is making, you are not supposed to be fighting for freedom. So I want you, from those of you who come different, go and check the internally generated revenue of your state and check how much the state are generating every month. You will understand what I'm talking about. Once we sanction it, once we place that economic sanction on the state, even if it is dropping with 100 million, even if it is dropping with 500 million, I am telling you people, that is the only way we are going to hold, especially the governors, the local government chairmen, the councillors, the senators, the House of Representative members, the House of Assembly, and all that. So I know that this economic sanction is going to hit very hard on the governors. So those of you who are always shouting about what we are going to do to the governors, how sit at home is not getting to them. It is getting to them. Sit at home is actually getting to them. Now, let me tell you one thing about the sit at home. Sit at home is may not actually affect the economy of the state, okay? Sit at home is just a show of that they have lost control of the people, okay? So we have been able to demonstrate the loss of control. They have lost the integrity, the territorial integrity. They have lost the power to control and govern the state. We have proven that to them. That is not in a doubt, okay? We have been able to prove to the world that the governors don't have control over the people. That is the, one of the biggest achievement of the sit at home. That is the biggest achievement of the sit at home. Now, this revenue we are talking about, all the agbero, all those people collecting money from buses, collecting money from driver, we are going to wage war against them. Okay? We're going to declare, we're going to give them 1 week. We are going to give them 1 week notice that we don't want to see any agbero anywhere collecting money. And we are calling on all Biafrans. Anywhere you see any agbero, after 1 week, collecting money, physical fight, feast. Engage the person in physical fight. We need to enforce this. So it is going to be some of the civil disobedience that we are going to implement, and it is called the economic sanction. We are not government yet to know how to sanction this, but the Biafra people must rise up to be citizen police. You have to become citizen police and citizen army and whatever you can call yourself. And those who are ready to defend the land and make this happen, they are there. So let us now, as other things are happening, we channel our energy, channel our resources in putting all the mechanism that will make the people to enforce this economic sanction. So make sure you are part of this evening broadcast to know how economic sanction works. The economic sanction is the mechanism that powerful countries use, to bring other human rights abusers and presidents and countries that have engaged in a very bad human rights abuse, bring them to order by economic sanction. So, and the economic sanction can be freezing of asset. They can freeze their asset. They can cut business ties, and all that. So it goes a long way to affect the economy of that country. So the country will not have any option that to succumb. So now I will give you an example of economic sanction and what it does. Russia, for example, has been sanctioned. When South Africa was in apartheid regime, Mandela was actually moving for economic sanction from the United States, economic sanction against South Africa. Now, we are not actually, with this particular civil disobedience now, it is not about the Biafra, okay? Our target is not about Biafra yet. Our target is getting to the governors who have turned blind eye and who have become deaf on the plight of Biafra people. So they live on that money. They make that money. They don't use it to develop the region. They don't use those internally generated revenue to build market. For example, go to Area market. Area market is like a pig farm. They generate billions from Area market. But Abia State governor is not doing anything to fix the road. When there is rain, everywhere is flooded. So there is no point. So what we are going to do is to place this economic sanction and enforce it. So all those our Biafra people that are wasting time engaging people or trying to enforce it at home, you have a job to do. The job you have to do is to engage every state revenue collectors. After we give them 1 week to quit, we're going to give them 1 week to quit, and we need to engage them. And it is called revolution and at the same time civil disobedience. So we are going to place this economic sanction. I want everybody to understand this. You see, the reason why the politicians choose to resolve Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case on a political solution is because of the seat at home. It is because of the seat at home. The seat at home dealt with them. They didn't lose money. I just have to be very sincere. They did not lose money, okay? It was not about economy. But what they tell you that it is because of the economy that the economy of Southeast is going down. It's a lie. Economy of Southeast cannot go down because of every Monday sit at home. But let me tell you the secret and the reason. The secret and the reason is that it is a very big slap and shame to the governors that the people of this region has demonstrated with beyond every reasonable doubt that they are not in control. So it's a very big shame to the governors, and it's a very big slap to the governors. That's why they are going to do anything to see that the sit at home stop. So because it has, there is a demonstration, and the Fulani people in the presidency don't like it. They know. They say, if you are a governor, if you are in charge, why can't these people respect you? So remember that some of them came out, even Obiano of Anambra State came out to campaign. He was using megaphone and shouting to people, come out and do your market. There is no problem. We are going to bring security. Come out. Nobody, people don't want to come out. So because they want to prove to the Fulanese in Aso Rock that people listen to them, but people did not listen to them. So it is not about economy. So when they come to tell you about economy, they are just deceiving you. It's a lie. It has absolutely nothing to do with economy. Now, we are going to attack the economy. So economy is what we are going to attack now. Now we are going to hit the economy, and you are going to see a different reaction. Once we succeed in making sure that we enforce this economic sanction, my brother, they are going to be talking. You see these governors? You see these governors? Once they lose 1 week revenue, they are going to be talking, because it is going to affect not the governors alone, the local government chairman. You know, the people that are in charge of the collecting of money from the buses and all that, they are local government. They are agboros. So those agboros must be ready to listen, or then we'll begin to deal with them. So I want you to go and check how much your state are generating from motor park, from marketplaces, from shops and all that. Go and check it. And our target is going to be all those people that are collecting the revenue. We are going to give them 1 week notice. After 1 week, we see you collect revenue in Biafra land, you will be dealt with. Except you want to live as a slave forever, you can move and relocate to northern Nigeria and live there. So I want to introduce this strategy to Biafra people, and I'm going to explain the dividend of this if we embark and become successful in this. We are going to, after this one, we are going to introduce something else. You see, it is step by step. We don't need to shoot gun. We don't need to shoot AK-47. We don't need to shoot gun. But it is step by step. And you have to comply to this, because we are fighting for you. We are fighting so that you are not going to be killed by Fulanis. We are fighting so that you have good road. We are fighting so that you have hospital. We are fighting so that you have school. We are concerned about you. I have nothing to gain in this. So but what I'm doing, cracking brain, making research, doing things every day and night, is for your own good. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon today, is for your own good. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would be enjoying in London if he want to, but he decided to make difference in this life. That's why he found himself now in DSS dungeon. So we have something to do. We have something to offer. It is you now that in Nigeria there that will make this change, not me. I am doing my part. My part is to educate you. My part is to create this awareness. And then other things I'm doing. But then it is your responsibility to make sure these things happen, especially when good advice and when good idea come up, you make sure you implement it. That's why some of you, God choose some of you. That's why some of you are volunteers. So we are calling on all our volunteers to get ready, because it is time to go to work. We don't want to see anybody that is collecting revenue after 1 week. So, but first of all, I want to teach about it. I want to create the awareness. I want people to call me this evening and ask me a question. Why I think this is good. Whatever question you want to ask me, you ask me. And I'm going to explain to you why economic sanction is the best to go now. And this is the level 2. I call it level 2 of our civil disobedience. So we are going to go to level 3. Once we get to level 3, I'm going to tell you what we are going to do in level 3. So now let us make sure we implement and enforce this economic sanction after 1 week. Very, very important. You are going to see how the governors will run mad. You are going to see how the local government chairman will run mad, because actually it is going to be the local government chairman. We are going to the grassroots. The people that are in charge of the revenue collectors are the local government chairman. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? Local government chairman. They collect the revenue and they transfer to the state. That is how the government are run. So we are going to touch the local government chairman. All of them will get the hit. So that revenue they are generating to the state, we are going to now place a sanction on it. And then let us see how, listen, let me tell you, do not take what I'm saying now as a joke. Do not take what I'm saying now and, you want to do command and control. Our leader is dying. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through a lot. Forget all these things. Forget all these sweet messages. Forget all these things. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through a lot. It is today they will come with another message. Tomorrow they will come with breeze. Another day they will come with akupe. Another day they will come with fan. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through a lot. I am telling you. The only thing that is going to make change now, the only thing Thank you very much, Twinkle Light. Catch up for your super chat. I appreciate you. I am doing very, very well, and you know, I just decided to you know, to take off some time. Thank you very much, Twinkle Light, Gacha, for your super chat. We appreciate you for supporting the page. Betty Wangu, Mazi Simon, I hope you are well. God is your strength. Thank you very much for your super chat. I am very, very well, and sound is just too much work. So, as a matter of fact, I traveled, and I just came back. I traveled, I just came back. So that's why some of you did not see me for a few days. Now, what I'm saying is that our leader is going through a lot. So don't take this thing for granted. Forget, even if our leader say he don't want this thing, my brother, he is not here with us. We know what we are seeing, and we don't know what he is seeing. But we know nobody will be in DSS dungeon and any good thing or any good news coming from there. No good news can come from DSS dungeon. This is my own belief. So it doesn't matter what comes from there, that our leader is good and all that. I don't believe in that. Okay, even though it is true, even though when the message comes from our lawyers is true, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want to see, you know, take the message like that everything is good, because nothing can be good from coming from when somebody is in DSS dungeon. It can never be good. Now they torture him mentally, they starve him and all that. This political solution, is it not after the discussion of the I'm still believing the political solution. I'm not saying that I don't like it. I like it, okay? But until we begin to see something happening, we cannot be discussing political solution and our leader is being starved. It doesn't make sense. We cannot be discussing political solution and our leader is sleeping without pillow. It doesn't make sense. We cannot be discussing political solution and the DSS are floating court order. We can, you know, it doesn't work like that. So we need to start looking into the political solution when the DSS start to obey the court order. We are talking about the political solution, and they are not even obeying court order, which is legal. A legal document that court pronounced that do this is a law. They don't obey it. So why should we be looking at political solution? If it comes, we take it. If it don't come, we continue. We have to do something to make sure that everybody feel the heat. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be in DSS dungeon and nothing is happening. I'm not saying that because everybody is afraid, we don't shoot gun. I'm not talking about gun this time around. But I'm saying we need to place economic sanction in the entire Biafra state. That's what I'm saying. And the message is very clear. Okay? Economic sanction on Biafra state. And we are going to stop the revenue collection for the meantime. That is the level 2. We are going to go to level 3 after that. That's all I'm asking for. And it is very, very easy to do. It's very, very easy to do. Once we set example with one of the collectors, if they don't want to be part of this liberation movement, every other person will learn. So we need to make sure that we enforce the no collection of revenue in Biafra state. And I am calling, if you let this video go to the collectors, because it's very, very important. They have to be part of this. It is the same thing. The labor, what we are trying to do now is the same thing the labor union does. When you have a functional labor union, they place economic sanction. Economic sanction is that you go on strike. You go on strike. You say the people are not working. It's economic sanction. The labor union sanction the government by not going to work as on strike. That is sanction. So that is what I'm preaching this evening. And I'm going to tell you what it does, how we can achieve this. Very, very important. Don't say because you hate Simon Ekpa. Don't say because you hate Simon Ekpa, because some of you, like I have said it before, some people may want even to Biafra never to come instead of supporting idea coming from Simon Ekpa. Okay? But that is quite sad. So let us forget who who is delivering this message and take the message and do something with it. Okay? Remember, I want it to go viral. Economic sanction on Biafra state and no collection of revenue. You know, when I say no collection of revenue, it's a different thing. Now, the actual word is economic sanction. We are going to sanction the state, the entire Biafra state, and the governors will start talking. This sanction will be enforced by making sure no person is collecting revenue from the state. Those who tell you that the state don't depend on revenue, they are all liars. They don't know how the state run in Nigeria. They don't know how this state run. Okay, no state can survive Nigeria without internally generated revenue. It is not possible. It doesn't matter how much you get from Abuja. You can't survive as a state without generating something. I know that in the north they survive. There are states who don't generate anything in the north. Okay, that's where all the money, all the oil money go. Okay, that's where all the oil money go. And so let us begin to think about it. Let this message go viral. It does not matter. It does not matter when you know, if some of you have followed my program when our leader was with us, you find out that some of the things I come to say on my program, our leader never said I did anything bad. Okay, our leader never said I did anything bad. Our leader never said I did something. Once, even if I say something and our leader know that it is good, that is it. Before you know it, we're already selling it. So and that is why I said I take word from his heart, and I've been able to prove it. I've been able to prove that. I've been able to prove to Biafrans that I take word from our leader's heart. At least those who know those who are making this communication should be able to know what I'm saying. I'm not just saying it for say. I take word from the heart of our leader. The first time I made broadcast and it is happening is when I complained about his appearance in the court. I complained about the cloth. I complained about the welfare. And the next thing is that, boom, our leader cried out. So I took that word from his heart. And that is exactly what is happening. Now, it didn't end there. Ojus Okalo visited our leader. Nobody told me. Immediately, Ojus Okano came out and announced that he visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I was the first person to attack him, to attack Ojus Okano. I took word from our leader's heart. Nobody called me. I did not talk with anybody. I was the first person to attack Ojus Okano authoritatively. Authoritatively. So I don't need nobody to tell me. Okay, this is just small example. I was the first person to attack Ojus Okano.
Okay, guys, so that'll be all from us today. And we do hope to see you in our next video. And if you have anything to say about this particular video, go ahead and drop it at the comment section, okay? And we'll get back to you. For now, is goodbye and stay blessed. Bye.